This is Tony. He'll die in a minute. Try to guess how. Heart attack. Comment 1 if you choose this. Frozen to death. Comment 2 if you choose this. Shot by mistake. Comment 3 if you choose this. 90% of people get it wrong. Shall we test you? Now let's see if you're right. On January 12th, a call was made to the authorities. People asked for help for a man who had come to their home, exhausted, delirious, and barely able to stand. But instead of an ambulance, sheriff's deputies arrived. They claimed that the man had allegedly threatened passersby with a stick, pretending it was a weapon. The man was detained and taken to the county jail. No one knew this arrest would become a death sentence. Instead of being taken to the hospital, he was thrown into a cell without heating. The floor was damp, there was a draft in the corner, and soon he was forced to take off his warm clothes. Left in his underwear, the man huddled in a corner and tried to keep warm. A few days later, he was taken out of the cell. Any hope of help was in vain. On the contrary, the officers decided to reinforce the lesson. First, they poured a bucket of ice water over him and, still shivering, locked him back in the damp cell. They took the man to an industrial refrigerator. When they pushed him into the room, he resisted with all of his strength. Then one of the guards hit him hard, and the man's leg cracked. Now he was suffering from both the cold and the excruciating pain in his broken leg. He was freezing, alive. When he was returned to his cell, he could no longer move normally. The floor was littered with rubbish, and he lay there, lost, broken, barely breathing. When he was finally taken to the hospital, his body temperature had dropped to 22 degrees Celsius. His breathing was shallow, and his pulse was barely detectable. The doctors tried to warm him up and bring him back to life, but it was too late. In the official report, prison guards wrote that he left the prison in stable condition and cited hypothermia as the cause of death. But the truth was different. They tortured him with cold, broke him, and froze him alive. Fortunately, 10 prison employees were brought to trial and charged in this case. Never turn a blind eye when those in power are cruel to others, because silence can be as deadly as cruelty itself.